Hey guys, what is up? My name is Eric, also known as Aviator. I'm coming at you live once again from my home here in Central Florida. Now, as I'm recording this right now, it is Friday evening, and I've just gotten in from a full day of, full 2 days of photo shoot at a hotel resort in Fort Lauderdale, and then a lot of surfing in the wake of the Hurricane Irene. So I am completely exhausted, and thus my completely frazzled and weary look. But I hope you guys don't mind, because I decided to go ahead and come home early instead of going out and wakeboarding and doing all kinds of other kind of crazy shenanigans, kiteboarding and whatnot. I might do that tomorrow, but I came home early just so I could get Photo Fridays out on time, or at least a late version of it. And I'm pretty excited about this week's Photo Fridays. I want to share with you guys some really cool prints from actually one of my favorite trips I've taken. Again, this is the Colorado adventure trip I took with a friend of mine from Evergreen, Colorado. Really cool stuff in a snowstorm. Just got back roads, cool stuff. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that, as well as the romantic interlude afterwards. And that's it for me. Now, quickly update thingamabob-ish thing. I am working on an actual gameplay commentary for you guys. I think I'm going to put one of those out like once a month, just something that's completely gameplay related, something that's a bit different, because I want to share with you guys kind of what I'm doing in the COD space, because even though I don't get to play very much anymore, I do still enjoy playing quite a bit, and it is very entertaining. So with that coming probably the next day or so, as well as a really cool live stream I'm going to be doing probably tomorrow. I haven't decided what time yet, but there will be a video up about it. Will probably be mid-afternoon, like 3 p.m. Eastern. I'll be doing a live stream with Rob from Pick My Perk, who has 10 moon code resurrection codes for the Xbox 360. So if you guys don't have the map pack yet for the zombies maps, he'll give them to you. So I'm stoked about that. I'm stoked about, well, just about everything else that's going on. It's been a very, very busy couple of weeks. I'm extremely jealous of all my friends that are at PAX at MLG Raleigh. I cannot wait for MLG Orlando. Lots of stuff going on, guys. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll talk probably the next day or two. I'll talk to y'all very soon. See you later. Bye-bye. Alright guys, welcome back. It's great to have you here. As you know, each and every week I like to share one of my adventure photos first and foremost with you guys, so that you have something new for your backgrounds on your computers, or if you want to put it on your wall, you can do that as well. Basically, just to give you guys something that's less personal, because my second photo is pretty much always going to be something that's personal, intimate, and special that I really enjoy taking. And these first ones are just something that's been a little bit crazy or a little bit exciting as I took them. So this image is no different. This is from a very, very cool adventure that I had in Colorado, I think 3 or 4 years ago now. I ended up leaving from Evergreen, which is one of my favorite towns in Colorado, and taking off with a friend of mine down to Colorado Springs. Now, normally that'd be like an hour-and-a-half, 2-hour drive at the very, very most, but we made that drive last almost 10 hours, driving all the way through the mountains on the backside, basically taking the worst, most roundabout route possible, because we wanted to take some pictures, and I think it paid off pretty well. As you can see from this image, it's a gorgeous shot of the mountainside covered in snow clouds. It was actually snowing as I took this shot, and one of the cool stories behind this is that I was actually driving at 70 miles an hour, shooting this out the window, just so you get an idea of what this stuff looks like. I was sitting in the passenger seat, hanging out the window, taking pictures with a 70-200 Canon f2.8 IS lens on my Canon 5D, my original 5D, and basically this shot came out of it. I loved it. I just want to give you guys a couple of quick tips to shooting landscapes like this, particularly if you're trying to shoot something that's of this quality, whether you're in a moving vehicle or standing still. First and foremost, you want to shoot in the range that's sharpest for your lens. So everybody uses different lenses, right? And every lens has a different area where it's really either soft or sharp. So the maximum aperture is how wide the piece of glass is at the back of the lens that can allow the most amount of light through. And most lenses aren't extremely sharp at their maximum aperture, nor are they extremely sharp at their minimum aperture when there's the least amount of light coming through. So you want to find a happy medium where things are sharpest. I highly recommend you guys check out dpreviews.com. They have really cool reviews on lenses and cameras that can walk you through everything you need to know as far as sharpness goes. That's where I go when I want to find out more information about lenses and what to do and where the sharpest settings are. So normally from this lens, it's an f2.8 lens, the sharpest settings that I've discovered are around f9 to f12, and that's where I'm shooting all these images. Now, because I'm driving in this shot, I wanted to make sure that I had a high enough shutter speed as well, and that was at around 2,000th of a second. Got this image in a really nice way. I think it looks pretty swell, and I hope you all will enjoy it as well. Now, with that in mind, here are a couple of the other shots that I captured during this Colorado trip. Now, obviously, I don't have time to put a lot of these in here, but I think you'll enjoy a few, including this Mondo stitch. I actually named it Mondo because it is a huge mountain, gorgeous scenery, and this image was put together from a series of 16 12-megapixel shots. You guys can do the math there. That is a lot of images to stitch together. It took my computer almost 2 days to process it, but it looks freaking awesome, and you could print this image about the size of a jumbo jet and it would still look really good. So that's kind of a cool shot. Now, moving on to the next image. Alright guys, welcome back. We are back here again with this week's romantic interlude, or what I like to call the people section of Photo Friday, because these pictures may not always incorporate someone who's getting married or someone who's in love with someone else. They may just incorporate some sort of human element, something that's beautiful to me, because I like to show people, and those are what I most enjoy shooting. And man, I'm here to tell you, when you're able to capture who someone is, what they're about, what they're feeling, there's just something special to that. And that's what I really enjoy most about photography. Capturing things and places and events are amazing, but capturing the people behind those events, it's just a whole different element. So this picture I brought up actually is a very specific reason. I want to explain a little bit about off-camera lighting in this episode of Photo Friday. Now obviously with only a couple of minutes per shot I can't explain too much, but I will do more in-depth episodes in the future educating you guys on everything from the foundations of photography and how to pick a good digital SLR, what lenses you should buy first, etc., as well as off-camera lighting. So this is your first taste. Now as you guys can see in the top right-hand corner of the screen right now, there's a bright sunburst image. It looks like the sun up there. It's a little sunburst. That is actually a flash that's up on a stand 15 feet in the air, and it is aiming down on the couple that you're looking at in the foreground. Now, I'm shooting this with a Canon 5D Mark II, Canon 5D with a 15mm fisheye, and basically what I'm doing here is doing all that I can with the lights that are on my camera and that are off camera to make the foreground as bright or brighter than the sky behind it. So I'm using my flashes to overpower the sun, basically. Because if you were to see this image by itself, it would look a lot like those trees over there on the right-hand side where they're very, very dark. You can't see the couple, you can't see what's going on. All you would have is this super bright sky, or you'd have a dark sky and no foreground. There's a very difficult balance there. So using off-camera lighting like this allows me to add a lot of drama to the image by adding lighting from the side, and obviously that creates a completely different feel than what you would have in real life. Here's another image of this exact couple actually also using off-camera lighting, this time shot with a Nikon D300 and a couple of SB800 flashes. This image was from their engagement session and gives a really good concept of how the sky felt that day, because it was a really stormy day in Santa Barbara, California. It was something that felt really different than what you'd normally experience in California. So I wanted to highlight that, show it off, make it look really cool, and that's what we did. Now, off-camera lighting is a huge, long, drawn-out thing I could talk about, but for now, I want you guys to start considering using it. Even if you don't have flashes, look for bright walls that are reflecting light from the sun back into the subject you're shooting. Completely changes the way that things work, and you'll absolutely love it. Other things you can play around with is headlights. Pointing headlights at a subject right at dusk can completely change the way things work. So if you don't have off-camera flashes, these are things you can do as you're growing as a photographer to do really, really cool work and make it different, which is always my goal. Capture people for who they really are and make something different. Alright guys, that's it for me today on Photo Friday. I do have a little outro for you. I hope you'll enjoy that and enjoy all the information that is within it. I will talk to you all very soon. Catch you on the next video. I'm so sorry, there are 3 other things I wanted to talk to you about that were pretty important I didn't get to share in the intro to this video. So just so you know, these are 3 things that we're working on right now. The store for prints is still coming. It's such a pain to get things put together. I'm working with a great web developer, but it does take time. Secondarily, and more importantly, one of the biggest things I've received, or messages I've received, comments I've received from guys like you, are that you'd like to see your pictures featured on Photo Friday. And I want to let you know that I'm working out the details of ways to make that happen, because with over 20,000 of you on my channel now, and it's growing every day, I think it just blows my mind. I'm so honored still to be here talking to you guys. It's so neat. And basically, with all of this happening, there's so many of you guys who want to share the photos. I'm trying to find ways to make it reality so that I can share the best photos with people on Photo Friday. So it is coming. It will be happening. You guys will get to share your photos. We'll have this cool brotherhood of familial photographer ballers or something. And yeah, that's it for... what was number 1? I knew there's another thing. I don't remember what the third thing was, but that's it for now. So guys, it's just 2 things, and I'm sorry for this weird little outro, but I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoyed Photo Fridays. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave me a comment below, letting me know what your favorite photo was, and what you think about, you know, being able to have your photos featured on this channel, because obviously it's going to be kind of a neat thing to bring in one of my subscribers' photos on at least every single episode, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. But that's it for me, guys. This outro has taken too long, and I am rambling now, so I'm going to go get some sleep and do what I can to get some cool videos out this next couple of days. I'll catch up with y'all, if not tomorrow or Sunday, definitely for Music Monday, and I'm looking forward to that very much. So guys, thanks again for hanging out. I'll talk to you later. See ya.